With the impact of COVID-19, things are changing for us all on a daily basis, even on an hour-by-hour basis. We're being asked to socially distance ourselves, and whilst it's vital that we physically distance ourselves at this difficult time, I think it's very important that we socially connect. But maybe the way in which we connect needs to change for some time. Most of my work as a social worker and practice educator and trainer is with student social workers. I know students are very concerned at the moment. Placements are being suspended, lectures are being cancelled, and all learning is going online. Nobody really knows what's going to happen, but I think there are some things that students can do. So if you're self-isolating at home, think about how you can connect with your local community. There'll be things going on in your local community to support vulnerable people. Think about what you can do. Maybe just keep a log every day of what you've been doing, what your feelings are, and what you're thinking at the time. Don't forget that this is a once-in-a-generation issue. In years to come, you'll look back at this and think about how it's really impacted on your learning as a student social worker. I think it's a time where we all need to consider what we can do to best help society and the people around us. Since most of my work is with students, I think maybe the best thing that I can do is try to help students to connect with each other and to keep connected with their learning. For quite a while now, I've been thinking about doing something on YouTube, although if I'm honest, I have been avoiding it a bit because I don't want to see myself on film. But I think maybe the time has come for me to address that and be brave about being on camera. So I'm going to try and film some of the work that I do normally, and I'll try to upload something every day. Some of what I'll upload will relate to how social work might respond to the pandemic crisis and what I think is the biggest social crisis of more than a generation. But a lot of it will just be about my usual work, things around social work theory and practice and connected social work and share in social work and reflective practice and reflexivity. Maybe something around our learning journeys as social workers, and I'll try to upload something every day. Maybe as a social work student, you'll find it useful just to listen into things that are nothing to do with the virus. You know, in some ways I've been thinking, well, maybe some of the examples I should give should relate to contemporary things and what's going on with the pandemic. But then also maybe some of the time we'll each want to be just distracted from that and returning to some aspect of our usual self. So I will try to be clear in the write-up about whether or not there are any references to the pandemic, and I'll try to keep things clear for people. One of the things that I really pride myself on is trying to make theory and reflection accessible for students. And this is just going to give a new way of accessing social work theory and reflection. So I hope you are all able to enjoy the YouTube videos that I'm going to do whilst self-isolating. And it'd be great to hear comments underneath, to see the comments that you make, but also maybe to see how we can connect together around the world as a generation of social work students addressing these difficult times. I hope you'll find it useful.